Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. I should have put an IFS system in this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Eugea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed. Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Golem Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and be back. Mage 2 will clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Golem Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
You understood?
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here's the go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still really got his feet wet. Enemy launch on. Column 4, Fox 2. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. Knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to. We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Missile hit. Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
damage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones?
Caution, caution, alert.
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party. We have faith in you all. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Good luck. Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golden Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Go for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go. Trigger, I'm the wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here's the go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Fuel storage is intact. I'm asking for another round. All escorts draw up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Breaking out log. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Final flag vehicle. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Mark 2. Eagle 2. Bandit.
Locked.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft... We know the International Union... Many wars are... That means... You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans, but to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that
Missile.
You better make it.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
I've got you now. Firing.
Caution.
Phase 2 is shot down. Our current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Fox 2.
Enemies locked on.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Caution.
Missed.
All aircraft in
Caution.
residential
Hold up.
areas below you.
Evading enemy missile. Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
Low on special weaponry.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Caution. Pull up.
Get away from that vehicle! Now!
That was the last radar vehicle.
Caution.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Ammunition 0.
Eject! Caution! Hostile on the radar lock! My brother was in that radar unit!
Ammunition 0.
Radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Caution. Pull up.
Back to the fortress. Write your manuals in a language we can
Caution.
understand.
Pull up.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0. Missile. Ammunition 0.
Break, do it!
Ammunition 0.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Caution. Pull up.
Maneuver behind the enemy. Line strike. Evading. Protect the radar vehicle. Return fire.
Ammunition 0. Caution. Pull up.
Target has been destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
Missile launched.
Hand in on your six. Missile tracking. Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Careful, the enemy has a lock. Lockdown hostile.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Butcher 6.
Missile. Missile.
Attack missed.
Caution. Pull
Fox
up.
2.
APCs have nowhere to hide.
Missile. Caution. Caution. Caution.
Locked on target.
Caution. Pull up.
Target eliminated.
Salut, salut, Dacă, salutare, bro. Ce faci, Dacă?
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Mamă, ce rea să iau stâlpul ăla, să mă bată, mama. Mă duceam. Uite, ne-am băgat pe avioane acum.
Missile.
3 targets remaining.
M-am cirea să mă iau ăla. E ciudat așa să... E mișto și așa să cumva, știi? Mai frumos e așa. Dacă ne întoarcem să rupem ăla.
Ammunition 0. Caution.
Target destroyed.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Să-ți rup punctul ăla alb.
Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap.
Caution. Pull up.
Incoming, break. Fox 2. H2, you're targeted.
Missile.
I don't think they
Missile.
What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Launch preparation destination in the clouds. Great. Now you're ready. Stand clear, 15
Îți face Dacă jocul.
UAVs ready to launch. Away.
L-am bilit acum. E să distrug astea.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar.
Ammunition 0.
We're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it. Dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Ammunition 0.
HQ, this is Gamma 1.
Ammunition 0.
Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Ammunition 0.
That doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missiles remaining.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Collins Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Da, pe controller, bro. E ușor. E frumos joc, cum merge și multiplayer.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Da, mă, încarcă-te.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. Going for Fox 2.
Ammunition 0.
Collins Squadron, surround them.
Icing.
H2, you've
Ammunition
iced
0.
up.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take
Aia zic, tată!
Without any casualties. Missile away.
Ammunition zero.
Mage 2 is in the clouds.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Ammunition
Missiles
zero.
depleted.
Ammunition zero.
Aia zic,
Nice kill, Trigger.
bă, ce grafic are să-mi bag celul. Șmecher jocul.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone.
Ce v-aș bătache, mă?
RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know.
Greuță
Maybe the
misiune.
damage we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Cum așa, brodere? Voi, brodere, mă. Hai să lăsăm replay.
Targets on rails. There's
Pic.
still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
Bine, toată misiunea.
Destroy the target.
Review-ul duci la o
HQ has
pipă.
made it clear that no
Hai
harm
să
should come to civilians
tache
and
pe
no
aici.
damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Fox 2.
Enemies locked on. Intercept! Fire the AA! Flee our vehicle out of there! It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. Pick up their anti-air guns aimed right at us. Hostile eliminated. Use our support. Don't get some bonus. The whole base is gone.
Page 2. Fox 2. Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Take the radar vehicle.
Targeting gun range. Target was not struck.
The radar vehicles are under fire. Can we move them?
Locked. Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Locked on.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up with these.
Îți dau muzica mai încet, că e enervantă.
Fox 3.
E enervantă muzica. Takie. Te-ai jucat ceva,
You've given
Takie?
us air superiority by destroying the first barrier. Now,
Next mission. Bă, e frumușel joc. La 7 euro cât e pe Instant Gaming. Deci cât ăla cu trenul? Cum ți se pare? Greuț?
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Bun. Bravo. Bravo, mama, Melito. Sunt avioane de alea puternice. Asta că eu n-am muniție la asta, e nașpa. La asta. Aici n-ai nimica. Muzica mai încet după aia. Ies, după misiunea asta ies de aici. SnowRunner, mă, mi-e dor de un SnowRunner. FIFA, nu prea mă mai...
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger. Maintain your current approach.
Trebuie să am grijă de astea. Distrug alții. Uite câte avioane suntem aici. Hai că îmi dă motorii, nu? Aia zic.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck. Page 1, Wilco.
Ăla are viteză mai mare decât a mea.
Page 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can went wild and do dirty
așa a fost prin ori ea să mă bată, mama.
Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. H2 enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
What's your fix? Bandit!
H2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Craft 3, bailing out!
Missile. Missile.
Knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hai că s-au sputit ăsta.
Incoming! Blake! That only scratched me up. Continue with your
Missile. 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 Missile.
getting your ass kicked. Reinforcements!
Trec eu rău.
They got me!
Missile.
Spatele meu, spatele meu.
Missile. Missile.
M-a arătat. Ia să mă duc eu sus. Salut, salut, Meni, salutare, bro. Salutare, Meni. Ce-am în spatele meu?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Ah, l-am ratat, băga mea și...
Missile.
Nice kill.
One remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Ce să știu? Hai să schimb eu...
H2, Fox 3.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Our radar shows no sign of
Uite ce-ți fac, că ne-am dat pe avioane, broderii. Ce faci?
Broken a sweat.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile.
Cupa?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
large aircraft is approaching.
Missile.
All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile. Missile.
Ce ești, mă, Manny, măi? Mamă, ce aia cu aia? Mamă, s-a luat rachete. Am venit-o. Mamă, ce capin. Am venit-o.
We just learned that Erusia is utilizing
Practic trebuie să distrugem mai mare.
those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Hai echipă, hai că se poate echipă.
Missile. 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 Missile.
În spatele lor mai bine.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Missile.
These guys are definitely assembled
Missile.
with blast drones.
Missile. Missile.
These guys will do
Missile. Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no
Missile.
change in game plan.
Missile. Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile.
Să scot poziție.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Și asta mare, mă.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron detail.
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Razor fire, Squadron. Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile. Missile.
Column 3, Column 2
Missile.
is hit! Status report.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Ship Column 2, do you copy?
Missile.
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Skeleton 3 is lost.
Ammunition 0.
Правда, потеряли.
Missile.
Continue to
Missile.
maintain air superiority.
Missile.
HQ, what's happening?
Missile.
Skykeeper, I repeat,
Missile.
air superiority.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
Evade. Control battle. I'm breaking off.
Skeleton 2 lost.
Reporting coming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Running an observation. Major and earlier squad would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debrief. Column and main squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but
Wow,
Column 2
there's
is
some
hit.
of them.
Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Column 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
It won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
I've got one right behind me.
Missile evaded.
I'll make it quick. That boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Column Squadron, main
Moja
squadron,
cela.
hang in there and come back safe.
Čili nie wolno tam mieć cela.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show any mercy. The longer it takes to
That's
push
like this
our
by
odds of
one,
getting
huh?
out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Missile away. H2 UAV down. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. Target is in range of guns.
My status is fine. Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. Distance 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile! Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
Potrei solamente spamo.
MSU-30. Twin tips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run. Going for the loner.
Daj uno.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Get your asses out.
Czemu koniec spoty ma?
Squadron still have their hot shot, then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Column and main, we know you again.
That's your baby, come to puppy.
Ăla e, mă.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Column Squadron, main squadron, withdraw.
Ce-ți fac, mă, Vini? Nu mai ții nimic, mă. Ce fac așa, o să retrag. Mă, că trebuie să distrugem asta.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. H2, you are cleared.
Da, că așa trebuie să mergem, bun.
3000 to runway. H2, lower speed. 1500 to runway. H2, lower nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Perfect, H2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders.
Aia zic, Manny. Da, zic, tăticule. Bun.
Main squadron, this is the situation. Column and the
Mă
other
las așa la o
bases already
privire.
joined forces and are engaged. You guys will
Unde m-am
arrive right
bătut
at
eu pe ăștia.
Main squadron.
Și revin
All
imediat.
bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
H1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Column 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can went wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Mage 2, enemy has a lock on you. Fox 2. What's your fix? Bandit! We're surrounded.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Grab target. Bailing out.
Gold 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
Missile, move! Missile incoming. Quick! That'll express me up. Continue upward combat. Friendly paused.
4 remaining.
We're getting your ass kicked. Reinforcements! They got me!
3 remaining.
Bună, bună, Vera! Ce faci, Vera? Dăm skip.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a... The air...
Da, mă, știu.
If it...
Bun. Quit mission. Și aici dăm continuu când e. Dar vreau să mă oprim la muzică, că se aude prea tare. Sound. Dar nu e cu muzică. Nașpa. Vamos. Ce zici, Vera?
Here he comes.
Sau de joc prea tare? Gata, bro.
Mihai's looking worse.
Că mi-e bine acum.
Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10.
Cine dracu e asta?
Engaging the enemy in
Mamă,
combat
de ce
so we could
avioane
use his
are ăsta, ești
physiological
nebun?
data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The
E
drones were based
problemos.
on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When
E-am
Mihai
luat și
found
amețela
that
de
out,
la jocul
he
ăsta.
insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his
Cine e
flight
asta,
suit
mă?
still wasn't good enough to protect him,
Inamicul meu?
I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the
Cred că
battle.
da, inamicul meu, că noi
As a
am
pilot,
atacat
he
zona asta.
exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a
Da,
bit
e
more
mișto
tweaking
povestea, doar
before
că nu înțeleg
drones
dacă
can
nu știu
match his
engleză.
skill.
Dar așa cum arată e mișto și
How
secvențele astea.
penal is this penal unit, you ask? This
Uite,
place
asta a
is a
căzut
shit
cu avionul și a prins-o ăștia, știi?
If you took the stink of
A
all the
căzut cu
corruption
avionul
in
în
the world,
teritoriul lor
then
și a
corralled it all in
capturat-o
one
pe asta.
place, that would
Și asta
give
vrea
you
să
a pretty good
evadeze
idea
acolo.
of what the air smells like around here. We got all
Și
kinds
cumva
of
trebuie să o
critters
salvezi,
too.
știi?
Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their
Numărul
wings clipped too.
Doi ai luat la teză.
One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls.
Păsărică albă,
Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the ꞌ𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐒. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared.
Dar câte ceas este un pic? Hai, 3, mi-a
I
stat și
bet
eu
you're
până la...
wondering, if Aruja
3
lost
jumate,
the war,
4.
how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come.
Veronica a ieșit, a zis, bau și a ieșit, nu doare undeva de mine,
And
gata,
every single
divorțăm
time, those
Veronica.
damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian
No,
princess
pe la
rallying her
3
people
jumate
in the
mă duc să
Arusian
mănânc
national
un închid live,
broadcast.
4.
All us prisoners had become big fans of hers.
Chiar când mi-e foame.
You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans
Here's the
too.
funny, here's the
I
funny.
swear to God,
Zice
every
asta.
time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like
Ce
her
mușchi
could win
are
the
asta?
hearts
Uite
and
ce
minds of
brățări
soldiers
nebună.
and workers
Mă
alike.
luat la brațe, ești nebun?
When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more
Plânge?
fun
Ce
with her
plângi, bă,
speeches,
Veronica?
and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a
Ce
virus.
s-a mai întâmplat?
Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia
Da,
was,
povestea e
it was the
mișto la joc.
prisoners. They'd shout,
Păcat că nu
"Burn
e
Osia down."
subtitrare română.
No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Da, am înțeles. Am înțeles, Veronica. Sper să le rezolvi cu timpul ușor, ușor.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy,
Ia,
Arsenal
unde mai
birds have
mergem
bolstered
acum?
the enemy's
Mexic, unde
anti-air
undeva
network.
mergem?
This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator.
Deci
OSIA's former
aia
president, Mr. Harling.
rea mare
Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out.
securizează zona aia roșie.
He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Deci trebuie să distrugem ăla, mă. Ați înțeles, chat? N-am și eu nimic pe aici decât arma asta. Că racheta aia. Nu cred chiar mă are ceala că nu că am tras curentul.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio
Și
you, but
ăsta
you are
sunt
not
eu,
permitted
cică,
to
nu?
make contact.
Păi ce trebuie să fac? Să distrug alea, să nu le distrug, nu știu. Mă, ce mișto se vede ploaia. Ia dacă mă duc în astea. Mă duc pe lângă, pe lângă, pe lângă. Misiune faile, da, trebuie să iau pe lângă, mă. Hai să o luăm din la început, nu știu despre ce vorba aia. Bă, da, e furtună. E furtună iar. Și ce fac? Am dus pe aici. Mamă, cam bate vântul. Mamă, cum aruncă. cobor jos mai bine. Deci furtună și te împinge. Mamă, că era într-un apă. Nici pe un să mă bată, mama. Să face stânga, hai să facem stânga. Că trebuia să fac dreapta bine. Am încurcat-o. Trebuie să ne întoarcem. Trebuie să luăm așa. Să te țină minte. Hai să o drept înainte sau să fac? Nu știu. Drept înainte. Nu, că se încură. Pe aici trebuie. Aia zic, tată. Nimic, 1-0. Ce să ia, mă? Ia, îți dai mie cu albastru. Da, i-am chemat aici. Vagabonților. Avem două. Da, zic, tată.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Call them in age. Destroy all hostiles.
Trebuie să-i sugem pe ea.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Și cumva are viteză, cred că asta e toată. Se băiesc că sunt concentrat aici.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Să vină la mă spatele meu. A, puteți să mă duc pe ăla repede. Distruge aia. Uite să aveți Ucraina, adevărat? Chiar că... Adevărat, Aki. Distrus alea. Cât la oră? 2000 la oră aproape, uite, speed. Opa, e unul în spatele meu. Bă, am ratat misiunea, mă. De ce? A, bă, nu cred, mă. Și mă dă de la început de tot. Ah, front checkpoint, bun. Că mă bucur. Bun. Bun, trebuie să distrugem pe aia. ce nu înțeleg de ce mă... Ce am făcut? N-am protejat aia sau ce neba? Nu înțeleg. Uf. Să protejez asta de aici. Protejez pe ăsta, mă, de aici, mă. Trebuie să stau lângă ăla mai mult. La muniție de aia. Aia, mă. Nu cred. Dă-vă ce apără aia, mă. Era o misiune. Da, mă, vin acum, mă. Cred că așa trebuie.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mates 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand why.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has... Sadly. Trigger, there will...
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit.
Dar care e treaba cu asta?
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Warning, warning.
You have permission to take off. Go now. Toss that chump in solitary once he gets back. Hey, Spare, can you land your ass? Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it? No one's gonna take
Warning.
that. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
Warning.
So, no missiles
pot să trag cu ăsta. Deci cu ăsta nu pot să trag. Doar să schimb ăsta, știi? Ce este așa?
Follow orders, Trigger.
Deci luăm tot avionul ăla care l-am avut noi, F-16 ăla. La asta nu știu. Mamă, cerea să dau restart story, să mă bată mama. Tot, asta e baza.
Follow orders, Trigger.
Warning, warning, warning.
Take off. Go now. My blood's boiling. Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back,
Warning, warning, warning.
survive.
Warning,
Anyone want to bet
warning.
on it? Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
This is again. The FCS is locked.
Damn. You're good.
Warning, warning.
More interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
Always in the know, aren't you?
In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Warning, warning. Missile.
I'm handling surveillance.
Warning.
The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back from the ground. They know it's just another runway. You guys just need to make a
Caution. Pull up.
think there's fire to the base.
Caution.
Even if you die, just think of it as you atone for your crimes. One thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation
Warning.
will be shot down.
Warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
It's Spare 15. Your flight control systems are locked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Weapons free. You're clear to engage. Show no mercy. It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling. Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, can you land your ass in Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it? Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
Silent no missiles again. The FCS
Missile. 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 Missile.
Mersi, Takie, sunt mic ușor acolo, bro. Mersi, mă, bro. Nu-mi place avionul ăsta. Da, pot să aterizez oricum, nu mai fac misiunea asta. Dar nu mă lasă, scot alea. Gata chat, mă retrag și eu, nu mai stau. Oricum continuăm mâine, oricum am dat greș la misiune. Ne auzim data viitoare. Vă pup și ne auzim. Ciao.